Hi, Al. How you doing? You're on television. I saw Al on television today. It was great. So thank you all for being here. This is really amazing. I mean, we're coming to the end of a beautiful, beautiful journey. I hear we're going to do well, but the snow is out there. I don't know. What effect will the snow have? Will it have an effect? It can't have an effect. We can handle the snow. But it's going to be, I think, something special. Tomorrow's a very big day, and it's going to be a very big day for the nation. And it's going to be a vote that I think people, if I believe everything I'm reading, we're going to do very well. And we're going to see. What do you think? We're going to do well? Make America great again? See that hat? It's my guy, huh? And it's going to be very exciting. I want to thank Al. I saw him all over television today. There's nobody that loves the vets more than Al, right? And we're going to take care of the vets. We're going to take care of the vets. And Al goes to the speeches of many of the candidates, all of the candidates essentially, and he's settled with Trump because I know the issues, and I really know the issues. And it seems like with the vets, we almost have unanimous support because we know what to do, and we know what to. They've been so poorly treated. They've been so badly treated. So, Al, you're going to make sure I keep that perfectly, right? We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to take care of a lot of people. They're our greatest people, and we're not taking care of. You know, we have illegal immigrants that are taken care of better than our vets. So it's going to be something. So we're going to stop in terms of trade. We're going to stop the craziness that's going on. We're going to stop so much in terms of purchasing. You know, when our country purchases drugs, we're the largest drug purchaser in the world. I'm talking about prescription drugs, all kinds of drugs, drugs to make you better. We barely even negotiate with the drug companies. The reason we don't negotiate is because the people that I'm running against are all getting money from the drug companies. I'm the only one. I get no money from anybody. I feel a little bit like, am I foolish? In fact, I wonder, I'm self-funding my campaign. I wonder, I'm the only one on either side. And thank you. But I often wonder, does it make a difference? Because do people really know it? And I think some people do, but a lot of people don't. You know, they don't even know the difference. You know, when Woody Johnson, as an example of Johnson & Johnson, is self-funding a guy like Jeb Bush. Now, Jeb's not going anywhere. This guy's not a guy that can go anywhere. Total stiff. But now here's a guy think of it, spent $110 million, and he's just going nowhere. But Woody Johnson's the head of his campaign to raise money. And Woody Johnson's Johnson & Johnson. Then you wonder why we don't negotiate with the drug companies, okay? We're going to who? He can't win a football game. Well, he's a nice guy. Woody's actually a friend of mine. He's a nice guy. But you know, when you look at that and you see what's happening, hundreds of billions of dollars in saving if we make a favored nations clause, if we do anything, if we negotiate. That's one out of many. You have defense contractors, the same thing. You have so many. So there's so much fat in this budget. There's so much fat in the way we purchase. It's going to be a thing of beauty. We're going to do much better than even I've been saying. I'm telling you, much better than even I've been saying. So, you know, one of the things with New Hampshire, and it amazes me because you come through this idyllic setting, this beautiful with the trees and the beautiful roads winding up to the hill, like where we are right now in this little area. And I say, wow, isn't this beautiful? And yet, every time I'm with the folks from New Hampshire, and I've been here long before the political stuff because I have a lot of friends, some in this room. I've been here long before the political stuff. So I know New Hampshire very well, and I love it. I love the people. They really are amazing people. But I always hear, thank you, honey. Who said that? Who said that? Thank you. I know she's voting. Thank you, Dad. But I've always heard, and it amazes me, heroin and the drug problem. And I don't see it with New Hampshire. You know, you don't see it. But the people of New Hampshire, it's like the first question I always get is, what are you going to do about the drug problem? So who's better than me on the border? The drugs are pouring in across the southern border for the most part. Heroin and all sorts of drugs. And I'm talking countrywide. It's countrywide. But they're pouring through. And I'm going to build a wall, and you know that, and I'm going to have Mexico pay for the wall. And the reason they're going to pay, thank you, the reason, and these other guys don't even understand. You know, 6 months ago they said, what do you mean you're going to build a wall? You can't build a wall. Well, the Great Wall of China is 13,000 miles. By the way, that's a serious wall, too. It's 13,000 miles. This wall is 2,000, of which we need 1,000. Because we have a lot of natural barriers, which are frankly great. but we need about 1,000 miles. So China can do 13,000, 2,000 years ago, and we can't do 1,000 today with brand new Caterpillar tractors. We don't use Komatsu. Ideally, we're using Caterpillar. So we're going to build, we're going to have a great border. We're going to have a real border. And people can come into the country, but they have to come in legally. They have to go through the process. They have to come in legally. And that border is very important. Immigration is so important. When you look at ISIS, I don't know if you heard, just before I got here, there was a big attack in Europe where they have many ISIS people in different countries attacking in Germany. I just heard it 2 seconds ago. I was actually on a show, and they interrupted me for this attack. And I said, wow, that's bad. And, you got to interrupt for attack. It's an attack, but it's pretty bad. And it's ISIS. Supposedly it's ISIS. Just happened 2 minutes ago on CNN. It's ISIS, and it's a lot of people in Europe. What are we doing? We can't do this anymore. They want to let these people come in. We have no idea where they're from. The migration, I have a bigger heart than anybody. But we have to be smart. We have no idea where they come from. It could be the great Trojan horse. Look at what's going on in Germany. Look at what's went on in Sweden last week. Sweden, where there's going to be a revolution. Who ever heard of this in Sweden? It never happened before. And they're having tremendous crime, tremendous problems. You know what? We have enough problems, folks. We can be nice. We'll get a safe zone. I will get the Gulf states to pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. We're tired of paying. We owe $19 trillion. Like a business. If we had a business, you'd say the same thing. I don't want to pay for it, right? We just made a deal with Iran. We gave them $150 billion, okay? I would have said, we don't have the money. Sorry, we can't do it. We don't have the money. So we're not going to do it anymore. We're not going to do it anymore. We're not going to be the stupid people anymore. We're not going to have the stupid leaders anymore. We're going to have people. We have the greatest business people in the world right here. We're going to have our